Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, peoplings. Didn't expect to see you this soon, but Harry and Meghan have been to the beach. I know, earth-shattering, isn't it? But I have a lot of thoughts about this. Firstly, before we begin, as I said, I am going to start saying this. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it, but only if you want to. Now, here in Spain, I did not find out about this, what I think is a ridiculous way of fooling everybody into thinking Harry and Meghan are so in love. I didn't hear about this through Google. Just move the camera a bit so you don't get the wind. I hope that's okay. I'll speak up. I actually found out about it through YouTube from the Sidley twins. If you check out their community post, you too will see the photographs of Harry and Meghan on a beach. And I realised it was TMZ because there's like a watermark. So I went to look at TMZ, but I mean, I guess the Daily Mail and the others will catch up later. I've noticed here in Europe, she likes to release things when she knows damn well everyone in this side of the Atlantic is asleep. We're in bed. So she likes to do that. Very noisy motorbike. Now, I've made some notes and I've left a piece of paper. Hang on. All these photographs do is confirm to me they're not together. It just makes me see that more. They appear to be on a public beach called Santa Claus Beach in somewhere like Carpinteria in Santa Barbara. I looked it up on Google Maps. It's a beach where dogs are allowed. So, perfect for Meghan because she has a dog, I think. There's a lot of people in these photographs. Again, TMZ. Wasn't it TMZ that set her dad up? And the style of the photographs is very carparkles, but this is on a beach, so it's car sharkles, or just sharkles. I've got to say, I've never seen her look so uptight, despite the fact that they've put these weird filters on where they've darkened the photograph all the way around the edge. And I mean, the quality of the photographs is appalling. And I'm certain that everyone in the photographs knew, well, at least she knew she was being photographed. Harry is purportedly there. There is a character who looks like Harry. Might be, might not be. I've no idea. What I will say is when you go and look at the pictures, it's very misleading because there's Meghan and another woman, and they're wearing similar hats. Meghan's wearing her Panama hat, it's talk about getting old hat. And of course she's got long dark hair and a shirt with the sleeves pushed up, really to the elbows, and shorts and a little leggies. And there's another lady with a similar hat, same type of shirt, same shorts, much nicer legs, long dark hair. And at first, the photographs are very misleading because they make it look like this second lady is actually Meghan, and it isn't. The second lady, her hat has a hole on the top, so her hair can come out of the top of the hat, if you know what I mean. Whereas Meghan's is solid. I have to say, let's just start with Meghan, sitting on a beach. It's very crowded. There are lots of umbrellas. There's lots of activity, and I've never seen anyone look so less enthusiastic about being at the beach for a day of fun. She looks miserable, sitting in the sand. I also noticed that the chairs, the deck chairs in the photo, I mean, they're some of the cheapest looking chairs. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're living it up like Harry and Meghan, I mean, how the mighty have fallen. For example, and I will show you one, I might do another video later because I'm going to carry on with the stairs, etc. and other stuff. So I might go to the beach and I will show you the type of chairs that we have on our beach. They're actually like sun loungers with those dry grass umbrellas. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they call them coconut umbrellas or whatever. It's really nice. Really, really nice. And even the people who take their own chairs, tend to have very brightly coloured chairs, very brightly coloured umbrellas. This, I mean, there were a lot of umbrellas there on the beach. I don't know what the logo was on them. It almost looked like the whole beach was being sponsored, but not for Meghan and Harry. It's very odd pictures. I mean, we've all been to the beach. It's almost like Meghan has never been to the beach before. Why it was like that. She and Harry are really disconnected, if it is Harry. And it suddenly occurred to me that he is in a really rather nasty, vicious cycle, for those of you that want to see him suffer. It would appear to me that this has been going on for years, actually. That basically, it's only because he's publicly begging to come back to the royal family. And he is. See it that way with Charlotte Griffiths. She is publicly begging on his behalf. So he's doing this unashamedly. He wants the world to know. He gave the BBC interview, you know, I would like nothing more than to reunite with my family. Now, this brings me to one of your comments. Joanne Taylor made an excellent comment and said she could never understand why Harry and Meghan said that they had left the royal family in order to find independence. That was the reason, wasn't it? And then nanoseconds later, he's on Oprah saying, I couldn't have done this without my mother's money and my father cut me off financially. Well, there's a contradiction. Thank you, Joanne Taylor. Thank you. What a brilliant observation. I would have pinned her comment, but I already had the article in the previous video pinned. But go away, bee. They're actually quite harmless. They're really large Spanish bees. I think they're flies, actually. They're really pretty, furry, black with yellow back, but they don't have a stinger. But I don't want him in my hair. So there's Harry and Meghan, and of course, this is it's to put the fires out of everybody saying, oh, it's over, they've lost Netflix, he's leaving her, he's going back to the royal family. That's what this is all about. Quick, let's do a Carparcles shot. Oh no, I can go one better. Let's go to the beach. Now, if this is Santa Barbara, it's hardly a holiday. Don't they already live in Santa Barbara? I don't know, my geography of California is not great. But I thought that Montecito was in Santa Barbara. So to go to a dog beach, a beach where dogs are allowed, not that far from where they live, to me sounds like a day at the beach as opposed to a holiday. Well, maybe they can't afford a holiday. I'm just saying, you know, maybe they can't. You go look at those pictures. I mean, firstly, they're dead. They're just dead weird. It's like all the people in the pictures are just standing around. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're just like, I'm on the beach. What shall I do? It's even Meghan and Harry, just particularly. All right, I'm here. I'll do the photo shoot and then I'm out of here. I've got a hot date later. It's that kind of look. It's very odd. As I say, I'll go to the beach and I'll film a few people. And I mean, you've all been to the beach. You know what people act like when they're on the beach. They lay on a towel and sunbathe. They go swimming in the water. Now, the whole thing was apparently for Archie to learn surfing, really. And there is a sort of a little boy running. I don't know. I've no interest in the children. I've never understood why Meghan seems to think that everybody's interested in her children. I think all people are interested in is how the children came to be and the legal technicalities of the line of succession. They're not actually interested in other people's children. You know, she's skewy, totally skewy, isn't she? And it seems to me that Windsor he's just stuck in a rut. He's stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea, literally. The deep blue sea being the royal family, and the devil, well, So for several years, I think, and this is only my opinion, he's been trying to escape her. He's actively been trying. Yes, he's been, don't forget, the guy's probably been jacked up on goodness knows what for various interviews, which are personality altering. Not that the guy has that much of a personality in the first place. I suspect that he regrets leaving the royal family from the very day it happened. Remember the picture of him looking all gaunt in the back of the car with her like screaming at him about something? I bet he thought, oh, trouble and strife. Oh, she's definitely the woman I married. I suspect that what happens is he goes and he tries to get back in with the royal family, and he finds out that the drawbridge is well and truly up and the doors are slammed. And he's got nowhere else to go. He has to go back to her. Or at least he has to play along. If she says, we've got to make the public think we're in love. I need you to appear with me. But the touching, the kissing, if you look at photographs of them when they were first together, I mean, at the very beginning, he was very protective of her. She's clinging to his arm. Oh, those days are gone, aren't they? 7-year itch, they call it, don't they? I'd be amazed if Harry's itch took that long because, you know, he's a much more simple thinker, shall we put it that way, than the rest of us. Now, this very idea of blackmail. I'm not sure I believe that this comes from Harry, the thought of Harry doing a spare two. I don't think so. Thick as he is, and he is thick as mince, I don't believe that Harry's going to release a second spare. But I do believe that she is most likely threatening blackmail. Now, this is something that I will agree with Jack Royston, actually. Although I don't like him particularly, is that he basically said, who's going to listen? Who's going to care? She's damaged herself so badly that if she were to come out with a tell-all, it probably wouldn't even make a headline. I mean, like I say, this beach thing, yes, it may all be all over the headlines here in Europe by tea time, but there was a day when if there were photographs, any kind of photographs of Meghan and Harry, they'd be on the front page of every newspaper. I mean, they work through the night. They will get them out on a website. And as I say, I only heard about this because the Sidley twins, you know, I go through my feed today, I subscribe to them, and I see on their community post, and I agree with them. This is a damage limitation. This is a saving face. This is a, oh, we're running around on the beach having fun. We don't care. We just lost $100 million deal. We don't care that everybody saw Harry on the roof of a hotel with another woman, or rumours. We don't care that the Wales family have just been on a fabulous holiday, not day at the beach, to Greece. I mean, do Harry and Meghan ever fucking go on holiday? In all these years, there was the pictures of the backs of their heads once, wasn't there? Some remote island. But I mean, with Princess Diana, I mean, she was hunted, but whenever she went on a beach holiday, and yes, perhaps she did call them, or perhaps they did find out some way or other, but there were normal photographs of her. There were photographs of her and the King, who was then the Prince of Wales, you know, just laying on the sand. He was in trunks, she was in a bikini. I think it was the first shot they got with the baby bump when she was pregnant with William. They were being totally normal. They were going in the sea, they were swimming. There are photographs of Princess Margaret, who was very hoi polloi and proper, in a swimsuit, swimming in the sea. Why has Meghan got to go, you know, covered up, all shrouded in material and a hat, and sitting cross-legged on the beach like it's the last place on earth she wants to be in her life? If they're so happy, why isn't she in a swimsuit, a bikini, running around chasing her kids? They could get shots, they could blur out the kids. Why isn't Harry, you know, tickling her? And I don't know, maybe there'll be some on Instagram later with a Harry lookalike or a blow-up doll. She's finished. That's my opinion. So don't worry about the blackmail thing. That's not going to come to anything. She has shot her bolt. That's it. Several times. people are sick of hearing it. Any sort of journals or diaries, they would be kind of interesting from the point of view of looking into the mind of a manipulator and liar. Because no doubt if she were to come up with journals of her time in the royal family, it will be altered into the alternate universe of Meghan. And there are official dates, and it is officially recorded what she wore, what the Queen wore, what Harry wore, where the Prince and Princess of Wales were, you know, what everybody was doing, what the weather was like. So people will pick it to shreds unless it is completely and entirely factual and correct. And I think that's going to be a fly in the ointment for her. So there you go. The video I did yesterday, insiders are saying she's thoroughly miserable. Well, the photographs of her on the beach this morning confirm, yes, she's thoroughly miserable, and so is he. Standing around aimlessly on a beach, going, right, we're at the beach. What do we do now? What do people normally do at the beach? Oh, I don't know. We'll just stand around. I mean, they're not even laughing and dispersing. They're not even trying to look like they're laughing, like she normally does. Oh, it's so funny about fuck all. She's not even doing that. She's sitting there. Oh, and it's all about surfing lessons for little Archie. What a weird thing. I mean, if any of you guys as a family ever, like, the entire family goes to the beach because one child wants surfing lessons and everybody else dresses like they're going to the supermarket and just stands there and watches or does the whole family participate in, yeah, we're at the beach? I mean, what's the matter with her? Does she think there's a shark in the water? Well, there could be a shark in the water, but I think you'd be quite safe actually, Meghan. Don't worry. I don't think the sharks are going to come and bother you. And as I say, it looked like a public beach. I mean, it is a public beach, but it didn't look like everyone had been cleared away. I mean, if I hadn't have known better, I'd have thought it was Blackpool. Really? I will. I mean, I'm not going to walk all the way round. It takes me ages. I've got to go down that way, round that way, round that way to get to the blooming beach. But I will do some shots of it. I mean, does she think... Does she think that people are that stupid that they cannot see this for what it is? At the time her father was set up with those photographs, my first thought was, this guy's been set up. And, well, you know the rest of the story. So basically, old Hazard's out there with his begging bowl. Looks like royal family have said no. He's got to agree to go along with some pap shots, try and help her get some backers. Because if she doesn't have the golden goose in the photograph, she's not going to get backers, is she? She's not going to get a deal, is she? So I suppose he thinks, well, I can't get any money out of Pa. I'd better help Meghan try and earn some money because we're bloody skint. Those are my thoughts and opinions, and that's all they are, just my thoughts and opinions. They are not fact. Please don't take them as such. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And again, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would appreciate it very much. And welcome aboard, fellow Earthlings who have recently joined. We shall have some fun watching this one, won't we? Because it's definitely going down, down, down. Well, it has been for years. This is like the slowest or longest journey down ever. And that often is how it is with the members of the royal family, even the most tumultuous ones. Thank you very much for listening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and may your God go with you.